And there we are.
Hi.
Hello. Sorry we're late. A lot going on, and we won't be on long either because I have to get up at the crack of dawn. But we want to welcome everybody. And hello. What's for dinner tonight? Tonight I made some Italian spice sausage with whole wheat pasta and organic pasta sauce. Yes, and look who's here. I thought you weren't going to be here, Gabriel. I thought you were going to spend time with your grandparents. Oh well. Anyway, so we are here. I am Stanley. This is Diane.
I'm the millennial.
And
I'm the boomer.
I'm the millennial, and this is the millennial boom. And if you don't know about millennial boom, you're about to find out. Let's start the show now. We don't have an opening.
We did have an opening.
Long time ago.
It doesn't work anymore. So anyways, we are 3 days away from Christmas, 3 days away from Hanukkah, right?
Yes.
And
So Hanukkah lasts for
8 days. It goes from the Wednesday sundown to January 2nd.
And
Christmas is one
no, what's
day.
the other one?
I don't know. What are you trying to say?
The one that the black people have?
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa, that lasts for 12 days.
Okay.
How come Christmas is only one day?
I don't need to answer that for you. You can think about that one yourself.
All right.
Gabriel says, yes, we had a very nice party this afternoon for their 70th anniversary. Awesome. Happy 70th anniversary to your grandparents.
I guess the question is, how do you guys feel about the holiday being right in the middle of the week? So for some of you, you go to work on Tuesday, you stay home on Wednesday, and then you're back to work on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, some people probably have strategically already planned to be off for the rest of the year. Those that could plan
That used to be me.
strategically, yeah.
Strategically, I was off from Christmas Eve until the day after, or usually like January 6th. I would be off all that time and enjoy life as we know it, relaxing before you get back into the fray of things. Happy Oh yeah, you can't forget Festivus.
Oh yeah, happy Festivus.
Yeah, that's an important holiday. We can't miss it. Thank you, George.
George Costanza.
Costanza, yes.
Yeah.
Well, for him, we'd never have that. Thank you, Betty, for bringing that to our attention, because I forgot.
And what's the first letter of forgot?
F.
And what does that mean?
It means
Fail.
I'm fabulous.
Fail.
Fabulous, baby.
So what exactly does your hat say?
So, before you guys think this is a political statement, it is not. We were in
Bisbee, Arizona.
a long time ago. We were there for dinner.
It was in 2019. No, we didn't go there for dinner. We went there for a weekend trip.
Yes, because it was us being together. We went there for dinner. We had the dinner there, remember?
Oh, for anniversary.
Yes.
12 years.
12 years.
It was our 12th year anniversary.
So we went there, and then we saw this. I saw this cool hat in this one store. And we even had a photo shoot that we took on the steps.
Ooh, I took the pictures with the hat, too.
So if you've never been to Bisbee, Arizona, it's almost like you're in Italy. The way the streets are designed.
Sure.
No?
I feel, yeah, it's like it gives me European vibes. I'm not really sure if it's Italy per se.
Well,
but
European vibes.
yeah.
It's really cool. And they have some pretty good restaurants. It's a nice little town right near the border of Mexico. We know that because we went to the Safeway and our phone said that you're free. Your phone,
You're roaming.
Your service is free in Mexico. I'm like, did we cross over the border?
Yeah, mine didn't say that though.
I'm like, where? And then we saw these lights in the background. I go, wait, that's the border.
Yeah,
that's the border wall.
I didn't realize how close we were when we were traveling.
Gabriel's off till January 13th.
Nice.
So,
I do remember that when I was a college student, I was off for 6 weeks. Yeah,
6 whole weeks.
6 weeks. Yep, I had 6 weeks vacation.
And did you have finals before you went on your 6-week vacation?
Midterms.
Because you know they had midterms at USSF.
USSF?
UCSF?
UCSF? No, I went to USF.
No, I'm saying they had midterms the other day.
Oh, okay.
And
at San Francisco State.
And someone called in a bomb threat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, they didn't want to take the
San
test.
Francisco State.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good.
Riddance.
So if you're off until January 13th, congrats.
That's awesome. I miss those days.
Yeah, but once you get to the real world, that's not an option. In most cases, that much time off is not an option. That's why college doesn't really prep you for real life. Because nowhere in the real life do you get from Christmas to 6 weeks off after you worked that whole time, unless you accrued enough vacation and you have it in the bank that you could do it.
Well, I think college prepares you for other things, but yeah, definitely not for the realistic time off.
Not for the realistic time off. Right. So, that being said, I had something to talk about today.
Okay.
I forgot what it was.
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. I told you, though, what it was.
You forgot what it was?
We talked about it. Remember
yeah,
we sat
I know
down
what it was.
And we had our pre...
I know what it is.
Podcast
you
meeting.
don't remember?
No.
Ricky Henderson?
Oh, thank you.
I have such great memory.
But that's later.
Oh, okay. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, so we went yesterday to try to do some last-minute shopping. And it was, let's just say, it took us about, 30 minutes to find a parking space? We drove all the way to Livermore, which is funny because it's called San Francisco Outlets, but it's nowhere near San Francisco.
It's in Livermore. Livermore is about an hour, a little bit over an hour from us.
I think it's closer to Tracy than it is to San Francisco.
Could be.
I think so. But this one's like mostly high-end stores, like Gucci, Versace.
I did not go in any of those stores.
Ferragamo, none of the stores that we could afford.
Yeah, none of the stores we didn't walk into any of those.
But there were long lines outside these stores.
Yeah, there were like other stores like Nike, like your typical outlets like Nike, Under Armour, Columbia, H&M. Yeah, H&M had one. So these outlets were cool. Part of it was we wanted to see if there's anything else we could get, and also just do some get in some walking, some steps in, and just be away from the actual city. It was a lot.
And then we were trying to find one particular item that you only can get at one particular store, but the store had to be 43 miles away.
Oh, yeah. So
we decided, do we do it or do we not? And then we did it. We went all the way from Livermore to Cupertino.
Yeah.
And if you know the difference between the two, it's about
another 40 plus miles.
But it's crazy though, because even though we drove to Cupertino, we were actually closer to home than we were in Livermore.
Yeah.
It was like a 20-minute drive for home.
No, it was like almost 40 minutes. It was 38 minutes.
Okay.
When you stare at the map.
All right, fair enough.
But yeah, it seemed like it was a little bit shorter, I think, because we only got onto one freeway.
Gabriel's already asking if we're going to be on next Sunday. We hadn't even started the podcast yet. He's already worried about.
Gabriel, we don't know.
We don't know. You know what? We literally don't know until.
We don't know. I didn't even know what my schedule looks like tomorrow.
Yeah, we don't plan that far ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we were major sponsorship, like this podcast sponsored by Toyota.
Yeah.
Well, then, of course, if Toyota was sponsoring our project and they had to be on time at 7 o'clock, best believe we would be on at 7 o'clock.
I think the plan is we normally aim to do the podcast every Sunday unless circumstances change. Unless, it's we don't have internet or something, or we have an event to go to. So, as of right now, the plan is to do the podcast, but
barring unforeseen things like earthquake storms,
tsunami
power
warnings.
failures, tsunamis. Huh?
So you said power failures.
Yeah, power failure. If you smell gas, you're too close. Plane crash.
Wait, for anybody that lives in the Bay Area, do you guys know that PG&E commercial where the guy's like, if you smell gas, and he says gas hella funny? That's what I'm laughing at. So just, anyways, kind of random.
Oh, it's William Cupertino for shopping. What did you go to the Apple store, the Apple spaceship?
No, we actually went to the Sanrio store.
Yeah, Hello Kitty.
I'm sure she's not watching, so it's not that big of a deal, right?
No, of course she's watching now, right?
Well, anyways, that's all I'm gonna say is we went to the.
What's up, the doctor from England? Evening, dude. By the way, if you're joining us, we are on TikTok right now.
Oh, are we?
We are live on TikTok, and if you're watching us on TikTok, which you're probably not, because no one knows that it's our first time doing it, you should be able to comment as well. So if you go to my TikTok page, you'll see us up there chit-chatting away.
Chit-chatting
before
away.
Before the countdown, before the final countdown, before they delete TikTok for good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Betty says, Becca, student, Diane. Well, so I went to USF, so we didn't have broadcasts at USF. I know that San Francisco State did. But
Becca is broadcast?
Broadcasts, I think it's broadcast electronic, some electronic arts, I think. But yeah, so I went to USF, so I actually got my journalism degree in print, ironically. Because then I worked at a TV station.
So
after.
the doctor who's in England says, who actually watches Hello Kitty and what's TikTok?
Is that the heater?
It's a plane.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is that sound? It's loud. It sounds like it's right over us.
It is. We're right in the direct line of an airport.
Sorry, I just heard a plane over us. So we don't watch Hello Kitty.
We have people who do.
We have people who do. So I was getting a gift for someone at that store. We have we know people that are fans of Hello Kitty.
And Hello Kitty is not even a kitty, which is even stranger. It's a little girl.
Oh, cinematic. Okay, yeah. I was like, I don't know what broadcast electronic at cinematic arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's why we went to Cupertino. So I guess part of it also was that we knew we wouldn't have time during the week to go, and we wanted to check it out so there's a new store here. It opened last month, the Sanrio store. Now for people that are probably like millennials like you.
Yes.
Millennials like you probably grew up with Sanrio, so you remember that Sanrio was a staple in like all of these malls. So it was like kind of like the norm to have a Sanrio inside of a mall. Now there's only one Sanrio store in Northern California, and it's the one in Cupertino that just opened up on November 8th or something. So and then the other stores are in Southern California because their store primarily went online before they then opened up the brick and mortar again. So,
but I have to admit something though. I was not prepared for the sticker shock of that store.
I was not either, because growing up, when we went to Sanrio, it wasn't that expensive. I mean, mind you, when you're young and you're just getting an allowance, like everything is expensive. But like, I was so shocked by how much things cost. There was a scarf there
for almost $300.
$314 for a scarf that was made in, I think it was made in, was it Switzerland?
Switzerland, yeah.
Yeah, it was made in Switzerland, and it was $314. And then they had a bunch of other things, cute stuff though, like really cute stuff, but it was like $50 plus. And again, I, as a millennial, grew up, well, you're the actual millennial, but you grew up, if you grew up looking at like buying Sanrio stuff, you know that like, a pencil costs like $1.25, an eraser costs like $3.75.
Erasers and pencils, yes.
A pillow would cost like $25. Like now, those pillows cost like $50.
Inflation.
I mean, I know that so many years have passed, but
still,
it was pretty sticker for what you were getting, I think, and the price. It just didn't match for me.
Yeah.
So
you're right, Betty. So Hello Kitty is not a cat, although it looks like a cat. I mean, if it looked like a cat and walked like a cat, then to me it might be a cat. But they say it's a little girl. And then there's also, it's the 50th anniversary of that brand.
Of Hello Kitty. Yeah.
Of Sanrio.
Oh, okay. I thought it said 50th anniversary. So a lot of things that were in the store said 50th anniversary. Yeah. So I wonder also if is that why the price was expensive?
Everything was 50 for some reason.
Yeah.
It was just charged $50 for everything.
A lot of things were $50, but a lot of stuff also said 50th anniversary on there. So Eric says, I grew up with Sanrio. They were all over the place at one point. Yeah, they had a lot of stores.
I did hear that though, that Nintendo Mario has never been a plumber.
Yeah, I heard that too. But I mean, that's what we grew. Again, as a millennial, grew up. I'm gonna just say I'm the actual real millennial. No one noticed. I'm sure everyone knows that I'm the actual millennial.
You gave away our secret. I guess you're gonna tell people the Santa Claus isn't real.
I grew up with Mario too, and I always thought he was a plumber.
No, what are you gonna do?
Going up and down the pipes.
Are you gonna tell people Santa Claus isn't real now?
Santa Claus isn't real? Santa Claus isn't real? What?
I mean, you telling everything else.
We just saw him flying.
The Earth is flat too.
We just saw him flying up in the sky like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
But then someone said it was Starlink.
Mm-hmm. Being read by Santa. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Hello Kitty is cute, says Eric. Actually, you know what? I think Hello Kitty is cute. I used to if going back to some of the other characters, I grew up liking Aruna Peckle and Pachaco. Those are actually my two favorite Sanrio characters. I wasn't a huge fan of Hello Kitty. I had a friend that lived down the street from me that was a huge fan of Hello Kitty. She had the Hello Kitty pillow, and I had an Aruna Peckle now I can't even say it. Now that I'm saying it so much, I can't even say the name. Aruna Peckle pillow.
Were you into what's it come to?
Who?
The people were chasing Pokemon.
Oh no, I wasn't into that. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can show you the pillow there.
Oh, I'm good.
No.
I'm gonna pass on being shown the pillow guy right now.
Why?
Because
it's so.
Is it the same guy that sells the My Pillows?
No. It's so cute. I love Aruna Peckle. Anyways, sorry, didn't mean to. I started searching online to look for this pillow because I just love this character. He's so cute. Okay, anyways. So moving on about Sanrio.
No, I think we've done enough.
We've talked enough about Sanrio.
Talked enough about it.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's get into the meat of why we're here today. So I woke up yesterday in the early morning time to find out that, really? I said I don't want to, you still show me anyway.
He's so cute. Okay, sorry.
I can't with you anymore. Really, I don't want to see anymore.
Choco.
It looks like Snoopy redesigned. It does. It looks like Snoopy from way back in the day.
All right.
Somebody just turned him around and said, okay, I'm going to make my own now.
Okay, so yes, Peckle is pretty nice too, yes. All right, go. Sorry, I was reading Eric's comment. Okay,
we're 8 seconds, he doesn't see it for 8 more seconds.
Yeah, but if it's YouTube, it's 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on Twitch right now.
So, yesterday morning, I woke up at the crack of dawn to some bad news. That Rickey Henderson, Hall of Fame baseball player, retired from the Oakland A's, passed away. Now, the person who I saw it from was Seneca Scott. And Seneca Scott is not known for posting misinformation. There are some people who that they wrote something and you have to literally take it with a grain of salt because it's probably fake. And we know for a fact that a lot of people do false and fake death claims. And we know that Rickey Henderson was young, relatively speaking. He was 65. Mm-hmm. He would have been 66 on Christmas, right?
Yeah, he would. Yes, he would have been 66 on Christmas Day.
So, Who is Dawn, and why are you waking up at her crack?
Who wrote that? Oh,
the doctor.
There you go.
He's not used to American vernacular.
Got it.
It's a phrase. It just means early morning before anybody else is up. So when I heard about it, so
I was shocked
when I first read it from Seneca Scott. I read the comments, and the comments were like, "How dare you make up something like this? This is fake, false rumors," and you know, and there's so many people saying that it was false that I had to do some research because I wasn't sure because I didn't wake up in the morning and go, "Hey, look who died today," because I don't know. So I did some research, and everything I searched for said he was still alive. This is how I knew it happened. But he had passed away on the 20th. The information came out on the 21st. Then I did some more research, and I checked some other facts. Turns out that it was true that he had passed away, and the information was already starting to come out already. I was just one of the people, as people say, the mainstream guy to post it, and I didn't really. I just posted "Rest in Peace," a picture of him and I when we were at the Coliseum, and then I used GPT Grok to write an obit about him and ironically, in the obit, it mentioned that he had passed away on the 20th from pneumonia. So I'm like, well, why would this be in there right away? And so, and then I posted it, and then it was a firestorm because not always. Some people who know me know that I typically don't post false information unless I make a mistake, and everybody makes a mistake. But I don't randomly wake up in the morning and go, I'm seeing who can I say died today. And I love it because people go, oh, you're doing this for clicks. This is bogus. You're doing it for clicks. I'm like, clicks? Is that still a thing? Apparently it still is. But I don't really care about clicks. I really don't. They don't do anything for me. So I don't do things to get clicks, as they say. And then there was a big back and forth. And it wasn't, and I get it. If you don't believe something I tell you, that's fine. I'm not here to make you believe me. But there's no reason to be rude about it. And some of the comments were just outright rude. You're bogus. You're making this stuff up. How dare you? You should be better than this. And I stuck with it. I'm like, no, this is a true story. You don't believe it. And then what gets me is, and I'm not care about who's first. I wasn't trying to be first to say that he passed away. I was truly, I met him, real nice guy, and I was really surprised that he was a fan of my show. I mean, I'm always learning that people like Sheila E. I saw her one day, and she was like, I'm not behaving badly. I thought, wow. So you don't realize that your show resonated with people who you don't think it resonates with. So when I saw him and he was talking about the show, you're not going to put me on your show. I said, no. We're just here to have fun. So we had fun, and he was cool. And I was truly, taken aback by the fact that he passed away.
Yeah, because when you told me, I was like, wait, what? I was like, he's so young.
Yeah, he was young.
But I didn't realize he had pneumonia. And
then I read other comments where people were saying that, yeah, he was suffering from a really bad case of pneumonia. And then I got enough information together to realize that he actually had passed. But people were like telling me, well, it's not on mainstream media, so it can't be true.
They were doubting the fact
because they didn't see it on. One guy wrote, "Oh, he's not on TMZ, so he's not dead." And somebody wrote, and funny but not funny, like clearly he's not dead because if he was dead, he would have told us. I get it. That was a joke. I get what they were trying to do. I understand completely. Everybody wants to be a comedian.
So bad.
Yeah, it is what it is. But I'm just disappointed that you have to always prove yourself. I can write the sky is blue, and then somebody will come back on and tell me that I'm wrong, that the sky is something different. You've seen it.
Oh, I've seen the comments.
Yeah, it's kind of on the ridiculous side sometimes, and there were some people who came back and apologized. But what I found out though is that the new version of X allows you to block someone but still see what they post. Before, if you blocked them, you couldn't see it. So as usual, people have learned to weaponize that. How they weaponize it? Well, they know that they blocked you so that when they write to you something, a nastygram, you can't respond back. So then they get the full floor to themselves. And so you'll see it. And I go, I didn't know. And I wrote, why would you do that? You focus too much on the negative people. No, I don't focus on negative people. I focus on the fact that the amount of attacks that come on that after a while it's not overwhelming.
It's just because it's not that he focuses too much on the negative people. It's that so much negativity is put on his page that it's kind of hard to dodge. It's like you're presenting facts. Like, how would you feel if you decided to tell someone, like, okay, this happened, and like everybody is like denying it and everybody is not believing you, but you know it to be fact? Like, at some point, like, something's gotta give. Like, why can't you, like, it always is like that case with you. It's like people try to, like, it's almost as if like they're taunting you.
Well, some people in the public, and I have a lot of really good people who take, one person wrote, hey, if you said it, then it must be true, because I know you're not going to just make up something. And that I appreciate, and I understand that. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first person to say, hey, I made a mistake, I should have done that, I'm sorry. And it becomes very toxic when you read it. And people tell you, well, don't read the negative comments. Well, how do you know it's a negative comment until you read it?
Yeah, that's true.
And I try to be interactive and proactive with people online. So I try to read, if you send me something, I do try to read it. Now, there are some times when people write nastygrams that are so long, and I realized from the very beginning that it's a nastygram, that I just don't read it at all. And my comments, like, I was going to read this, but my phone's at 1%. But in actuality, I deleted it. So you do all that writing for nothing because I never actually read it. And I'll do that. If I know it's going to be a nastygram and I can tell, I just move on. Now, if you notice, when I look at stuff, I put a heart. The heart doesn't necessarily mean,
like you like it.
Yeah, I use the old version of the way the heart was supposed to mean. It meant that you acknowledge that you read it. Doesn't mean you like it, but we turned it around and say that it's because we like something. And people have lost their jobs over liking a post, even though the original concept wasn't a like. It was just to acknowledge that I read it. But I think the mistake was they made it into a heart.
Yeah.
So by making it to a heart,
it could have been like a thumbs up. The thumbs up is on Facebook.
No, it could have been more like a
check mark.
A check mark. I read this.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to go back and read it again, because and someone wrote, "Is it an organized campaign against you?" I wouldn't say it's organized, but I do know that the trolls come out when they think they can. Like the one guy who blocked me and wrote the comment, and then someone else tried to correct him, and he blocked him too. So I'm like,
they have an agenda.
Yeah, it's clearly an agenda when they make comments like, you're a hack news reporter, nobody cares about what you have to say, but yet you're following me so you can say stuff. That's going a little bit too much. I don't like broccoli, but you don't see me writing a broccoli company going, this is gross. Why would you sell this stuff?
Dang, we eat broccoli, in this house enough that I can't believe that you actually don't like it.
I don't like broccoli. I don't like broccoli. I don't like cauliflower. Oh, I hate cauliflower.
Do you like Brussels sprouts?
I like roasted Brussels sprouts, but I don't like any other way.
You don't like it like
I don't like okra.
I love okra.
Yeah.
Anyways, not to go to a different topic.
Betty Veronica wrote, a lot of people try to tear others down to make themselves important.
Yep.
But they're just sad.
That's true. But see, like, my whole thing is, if so when someone passes away, it is hard to believe a lot of the time, like, if you're not expecting that person to pass away, especially if it's a celebrity, it's like a shocker. But I think that to go and start talking mess about the person that reported it because you don't believe it to be true is effed up. Like, if you don't believe it to be true and you think that this person is lying, just move on and try to find another source and see if you can confirm it. And if not, then just believe it to not be true. Like, I don't understand what the point of, if you don't think a post is true, I don't understand what the point of is talking hella, I was about to curse, but talking hella ish and being like, oh, well, this guy is, why would you do this? And, like, taking it out on him. And then it comes back to be true, and then, like, you have to retract everything you said, which some people didn't. They don't want to apologize. They're just like, oh, whatever.
But then, be fair,
like,
some people did come back and say, I stand corrected, I apologize. There have been a couple that came back and said it, but,
Or just, if they don't want to believe what you have to say, why don't they
I love artichokes, by the way.
Why don't they just unfollow you? Yeah. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what it means to get on a person's page and talk hella bad about them because you didn't like something they said. First of all, you're on their page. So if he's on your page, he's on your page.
You know what I'm going to do today?
I personally, this is why I don't do social media like that. Like,
Hey,
to be honest, I have no patience.
Read the line from William to William real quick. Just read it out loud.
It might have choked Artie, but it ain't gonna choke me. That's your line.
Actually, the line is, it might have choked Artie, but it ain't going to choke Stymie.
Yeah, he says that all the time. I love artichokes. Roasted artichokes are so good.
I turned one of roasted artichokes.
He did with his aioli sauce.
Yeah, to make sure you
I
said
had to make
that
sure
right.
I said that correctly. Aioli. Because I could say something.
So I'll tell you what I like. I like green beans. I like corn.
Green beans
I like
are okay.
corn on the cob. I like, because I say corn and corn on the cob.
Do you like beets?
By Dre?
I like beets.
Yeah, I like beets.
I
like
beets.
pickled beets.
Do you like asparagus?
I do, but I don't like the byproduct of asparagus.
Yeah, me neither.
Do you know that not everybody has that though?
I know.
It's weird how some people don't. When they eat asparagus, they don't get that really bad foul asparagus
Pea
odor.
smell?
Yeah. Stanley, wouldn't a more appropriate line be, it might have choked Artie, but it ain't going to choke Stanley? Yeah, but that's, see, Gabriel,
that's not from the movie.
That's from Little Rascals.
Yeah.
Where he was trying to eat an artichoke. He didn't know what it was. And he kept peeling it and peeling it and peeling it, trying to figure out where the food part, the meaty part is. And at the very end, he goes, I might have choked Artie, but it's not going to choke Stymie. And that's where it came from. I'm not trying to steal someone else's line.
He's said so many lines that, like, I literally can predict sometimes what he's going to say. Or, like, we have this thing where we say something and then we automatically connect it to a song and we start singing the song at the same time.
Yeah. So, it's not a movie illiteracy. It's actually a TV series. Little Rascals from way back in the day.
Yeah, Little Rascals also is a movie, but the show came out first.
The show came out, yeah, but that line wasn't in the movie.
Oh, okay.
That line was in the actual,
Was it an actual show?
With what's the dog's name too? With the little spot on his eye.
I don't remember, but I remember how I looked.
And so with artichokes, I do roast it. And what I do is, I did a couple of reels of it too, where I wrap it up in aluminum foil. First of all, I clip all the little points off so you don't hurt yourself if I need it. And you open it up a little bit. You drop a clove in the middle
of garlic.
Got to drop a clove because it basically caramelizes inside, which is really cool. And then you put avocado oil around it or olive oil, and you season it with garlic and whatever have you. You wrap it up in aluminum foil, put it in the oven for about an hour, and then when it comes out, you have this really great roasted artichoke that just tastes really good. And if you make some aioli sauce with it, you dip it. And you actually you don't eat the whole thing, you just eat the fleshy part of it.
So, Bill Van Ram says artichokes, mayo or butter?
I was answering that just now.
Oh, yeah. But I was going to say...
You're
going to say airy.
No.
You said
aioli sauce.
You said airy, though.
Yeah, well.
Don't want to go down that line.
Yeah. So, if you've ever had roasted artichokes, if you've never had it, I suggest you give it a shot.
So good.
And,
yeah, you turned me on to them.
And also, we're considering, and I'm looking into it now, is possibly having a meet and greet. I know some of you are like, we have the guy from Germany. Then we have the doctor in the UK. We have Chris in Hong Kong. Of course, we won't be there, but it'll be here in the States. I love how on this podcast, it is now impossible for one person to say aioli sauce and for the other to be straight face.
Yeah, we messed that up,
Long time ago.
3 years ago? Yeah, Chris says aioli, eh?
Yeah. Another thing I like to make is shrimp boil.
Yeah.
I haven't made it in a while. But I forgot. I stopped because you said you couldn't eat shrimp for a while, right?
Yeah, but turns out I'm not allergic.
Yeah, so we can go back to it.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
The doctor, maybe he's not in the UK. He just questioned in the UK.
No, he's in the UK.
Whoa, he just...
No, he said no, we won't be able to have it in the UK.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I think he's just trying to figure out. He's wondering if we can do it in the UK. But it'll be just for him.
You might have some other friends in the UK
I'm sure
that you
we
don't
do.
know of.
I'm sure. Gabriel's thinking January 16, 2022, for some reason, is when we said the aioli thing.
Oh, okay. I thought it was in 2021, but
yeah,
close enough.
It was here.
No, the January 16, 2022 is still Phoenix.
I feel like we were here though.
No, I remember we were in Phoenix.
Cause you fell off the chair.
Yeah, and then remember, I think it was it around the same time where you said Angela Mayo?
I feel like that was here.
No, that was Phoenix for sure.
All right.
Yeah, that was for sure Phoenix.
So, I don't know if I'm gonna do mayonnaise. I don't do okay. First of all, I'm a strictly mayonnaise kind of guy. I don't do Miracle Whip. I don't do anything else other than mayonnaise unless it's tartar sauce.
I used to love tartar sauce.
A good tartar sauce is hard to come by.
Wait, do you know how to make tartar sauce?
Tartar?
Yeah.
Do you understand what tartar is?
I was just saying it funny, and because it's spelled tartar, but it's spelled tartar.
Okay, do you know what tartar is?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, what is it? Oh, Chris just popped in.
Yeah, see? Imagine. Gabriel says Angela Mayo was 3 weeks later on February 6th, see?
Wait, so Chris, guess what I found today?
Chris has been here for like 2 minutes, right?
I know, but I just noticed it. So I was at
Chris.
I was at a grocery store I go to, which, ironically, it's a good little grocery store. Have a lot of really fresh stuff, but like she likes raw cheese, and where she buys the raw cheese at, it's how much?
Beep.
How much?
Can you let go?
I'm not holding you.
I know, but can you not point? Your finger is heavy.
My heart is heavy.
Thank you.
So.
Ow! I feel like I get a bruise from your finger.
So back to what I'm saying.
So I like raw cheese.
How much is it at Sprouts?
At Sprouts, it's $14.99.
Okay, so $14.99. Now, less than a mile away.
It used to be $13.99.
Is Oceana Market, where they sell the exact same cheese.
I think it's more than a mile away.
No, it's about a mile.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about a mile.
Is it about a mile? Yeah. About a week.
It's about a mile away. Maybe, give or take, 0.2. Anyway, so if you go straight up to 10, if you go straight up to 1, and then you drop right off right there at the Sprouts, that's about a mile.
Okay.
So, 2 miles max. Let's just say 2 miles, just so we can make you happy.
Okay.
There's $20. Well, $18.99. So no, there's no tax on food, but it's $18.99, which is a big jump.
Yeah.
A big jump when
$4.
you think about.
$4.
It's like a $4 difference to go 2 miles. So I'm like, nah, I just drive up the street. I'm good. So and they're like their Ben and Jerry's. There costs almost $8.
I wonder if it's because it's not a chain, so like it's a.
No, it's supposed to be a high end. It's a higher end grocery store with more fresh produce. Oh. So I guess if you want to be healthy, prepare to spend more money.
Yep.
If you don't want to be healthy.
So Chris is asking though, what did you find? You got to get to what you found.
I'm not ready to go there yet. Kit Kats.
You're talking about it.
I know. I'm going there now. I saw the Kit Kats.
You guys help me.
The ones you sent me the pictures of. They have the apple pie Kit Kat, the wasabi Kit Kat, and the green mocha Kit Kats.
Mocha?
Mocha. Is it Mancha? The man of La Mancha? What is it?
Mochi.
No, it's not mochi. It's matcha. It makes.
Oh, matcha. Oh, okay.
You're so busy to correct me. You're all wrong.
You said mancha. Okay.
The man of La Mancha. I didn't buy it yet, but I thought about you. I was like, oh man, I should show. Like, look at Chris. Hello, David LaRousse. Thank you. I am a sexy beast. Don't you forget it.
He called you good looking last Sunday too.
He said I'm a sexy beast.
Yeah, wow.
I'm a bad mamma jamma.
He is a sexy beast.
I am so sexy.
But he's mine though. He's my sexy beast.
Yes, I am so sexy. I'm too sexy for this hat.
Too sexy for this hat. So sexy, yeah. What commercial was that?
That's an actual song.
No, but it was on
Right
a commercial.
Said Fred is the name of the group.
It was on a commercial. What was the commercial?
Don't know. I just know that Right Said Fred wrote the original song. I'm too sexy for this hat. From here to Japan. I'm just skipped over some lines, but yeah. Yeah. So the Kit Kats that Chris showed me that he had in Hong Kong are at our place there. I was afraid to see the price though. I was afraid. I know that and we go there because we try to get raw milk and whatnot. You are awesome. Not as awesome as me, but still. I am awesome. I am so awesome that I wake up awesome in the morning. I wake up and I go, wow, look at you. You fine mamma jamma. And then I take a shower, brush my teeth, and then get something to eat. I'm like, you know what I'm like? I'm like, what's the name for the time? Oh-ee.
Is it a 7779311?
Oh, you finally said it right.
No, I didn't say 93. I said 93. I did it on purpose.
It's 777-9311, and she's like 777-9311. I'm like, what?
Well, at least I didn't say 777-9311. I know we had this conversation last week.
Yes, Chris, you're right. I'm not as awesome as you. I'm fabulous, baby.
No, that's the doctor.
I know. No, I know the doctor. I know, but he used to be called the beer drinker. He changed his name. But we can't have two doctors here, because Chris Maverick's name is the doctor on Twitter.
Wait, why do Betty says I have some competition? Why do I have competition again?
Because I'm sexy.
Oh, you are sexy.
I know. When I wake in the morning, she goes, "Damn, you fine." I go, "Yeah, I know. Thank you." She goes, "Ugh, at least be modest." I'm like, "Hey, I get it anywhere. I'll take it anywhere I can get it. If you want to call me sexy, I'll take it and I'll run with it."
You done yet?
It reminds me of the one time I got a phone call. The guy says, "You know, the guys at there's some bears that really love you." And I'm thinking cow bears, you know. I'm like, "Yeah, good for them." He said, "You should come by and visit us one day." I said, "Where?" So he gave me the address. I came by to visit one day. It was a bar full of bears, and not the kind of bears you see at the bar in the wilderness.
I know.
If you know what a bear is, then you know what it is. Are you a speeding ticket because you got fine written all over you?
Wow.
Wow, that's a bad one.
That's a good one. Are you a speeding ticket because you got fine written all over you? I like that one.
Did you know that in the U.S., the emergency number is advertised as 911 because Americans had trouble half?
Did you know that the U.S. emergency number is advertised as 911 because Americans had trouble...
finding the number 11 on the dial pad. That's how that joke.
What?
You know what that reminds me of? Oh, your cousin went to jail because he stole a police car because he saw a 911. He thought it was a Porsche. Never heard that joke?
No.
Yeah, it was when people used to make fun of it. You know another one that I get. What? You ever seen the Audi?
Yeah, the car.
Yeah,
I've seen an Audi.
Well, they have one called the TT.
I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if they sell it in the Philippines. Because
oh my god,
in the Philippines, TT is a male body organ.
Yeah, yep, it is.
So when you say when you call them that name and they driving the TT, then you're actually being correct. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
Think about it.
I thought about it.
Okay. Do they sell the TT in the Philippines? Is my question.
I don't know. You might have to look that up.
Yeah, they changed it to something else.
You might have to look that up.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Sacramento sheriff vehicle, a Dodge Charger that was spotted in Poland? I did not.
Why in Poland?
But sometimes they do that for like promotions. Like I'm sure the car wasn't shipped to Poland. Mm-hmm. They probably decaled it to give the look of like Sacramento sheriff. I find it hard to believe that we.
Why though? I want to know why.
Sometimes they do like I don't know competitions. I don't know. You're asking me things I don't know.
But you know everything.
I don't know everything.
You say you do.
Yeah, like the Pinto in Los Angeles. Yeah, what is a Pinto?
In Latin America?
Yeah. I know here a Pinto is a horse.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's like one of those...
A Pinto is a horse.
It's this. Ford Pinto.
I know, but what is it? What's a Pinto? What's the translation of Pinto in Mexico?
No, horse in Spanish is caballo.
No, Pinto is a kind of a horse.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You sure?
Or the Chevy Nova in Mexico. So they give different names.
Yeah, they have like different names in different countries for the cars. Like here they wouldn't have like a Nissan Altima. It would be like, I mean, here it's a Nissan Altima, but somewhere else it might be a Nissan Ultimo or something. I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Yeah. So a Pinto is a kind of a.
I thought you were talking about the Ford Pinto.
What kind of horse is a Pinto? A Pinto is a type of horse that has large patches of white and other colors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of cars are named after because a car is short for carriage, and carriage is short for horse-drawn carriage.
Horse and carriage.
Horse-drawn carriage.
Do you know that song?
Yes, I do.
Who, by?
I don't remember who it was, but I do remember the song. Pinto beans is not the same.
You're just trying to get rid.
Yeah,
You're like moving on.
Yeah. Swipe
moving
left.
on.
Swipe left.
What you know about swiping left? Actually, you just swipe right.
That means I accept it. Swipe left. Well, because remember the guy we pulled over? He was driving.
Oh, okay.
And doing a.
Okay.
Yeah, he was swiping.
He was on Tinder
While he was driving, while he was swiping. Yugo is the only car that they actually built it and forgot to put in reverse lights. So then they add the lights.
What's a Yugo? What kind of car is that? What
Look
brand?
it up. It was like a Yugoslavian vehicle. And I guess they don't drive backwards in Yugoslavia because they forgot to put reverse lights. So they added it as an extra feature.
Wait, they didn't come with reverse lights? That's kind of scary.
So they put them on the bottom of it as separate.
Because they forgot?
Yeah, like, we don't do it backwards here. We always move forward.
Oh, wow. Look at 1988 Yugo GV.
Yeah. So they were made in Yugoslavia.
That's not really... That car's not really cute.
It's ugly. Oh, moving on, Chris? What are we talking about now?
No, because I said moving on.
Oh.
Chris said moving on, and it's because I said moving on.
Oh, you know what? If I go like this, I'm swiping left on the screen.
Is it raining?
Sounds like it.
Oh, it is raining. I was like, well, I could keep hearing things in the background, like playing. I thought that was the heater, and then I'm like, it's raining. It's like, anyways, okay.
Are you okay?
Yes. I'm A-okay. Sorry, guys. Weren't the Pintos exploding or something? I don't know. Were they? Were Pintos exploding? That's what Betty said.
The doctor says, did you know that the brain lies to you? Look straight ahead. You can't see your nose.
I can see my nose.
Yeah, well.
I can see it right here.
No, you're looking at it.
No, I can see it looking straight ahead. It's right here.
You can't see your nose.
I can't. I'm looking at you, and I can see it right here.
Okay.
Anyways.
Moving on.
He said your brain edits it out. So, changing subjects, does anyone have... Wait, Chris says Pintos had a plastic gas tank, so rear end collisions cause explosions.
Yeah, there was a problem.
Seriously, a plastic
Wait.
gas
I remember a
tank?
commercial when I was a kid. It was a skit, and they were making fun of the Pinto because they were known to explode if you rear-ended it. And it was a shot where a guy was driving the car and he slammed on his brakes and he stopped just this close to the Pinto, right? Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden he bumped it just slightly and the whole car blew up.
And that was supposed to be funny because it was like even a little tap.
Yeah. Yes, there was a big recall in the 70s because of the Pinto. Because they realized then you couldn't use plastic tanks. But they were doing the plastic tank because a lot of times gasoline is corrosive to the metal tanks they were using. And it would create like flakes inside the tank. And if you let it run, like they told you before, don't drive your car until you run out of gas because then some of the metal flakes from the corrosion would get into your gas line and clog it. So they had to come up with a better way. And they thought, this is going to be some engineer goes, you know what? I bet if we use plastic, it won't happen anymore.
Yeah, guess that was the wrong thought.
That was an explosive thought. Dale the Korean. Wow, I actually catch the great... I don't know who Stanley Roberts is, but I'm here. You forgot the E, bro. It's all good, though. Stanley Roberts. It's so funny how people spell my name wrong. It's like Gabriel's.
Well, Gabriel's?
Yeah.
Oh, Gil's not here to spell it wrong tonight.
Gil's looking at the way to spell it really bad today. He's waiting right now.
Gil has like, what,
8
maybe
ways
like
to spell
4. Yeah, I was going to say he's a lot of different versions of Gabriel.
Studley Roberts.
Roberts.
Thank you. I love it. All this accolade for my sexiness. Me, too sexy for this hat. Yes, it is raining.
Yeah, it's raining.
Wait a minute. Does Betty live near us?
Betty Veronica lives in the Bay Area.
But near us, that's it.
Betty, where do you live exactly?
Yeah, what's your address?
Just tell us what's your city. You don't have to tell us your address.
Give us the exact address so we can come to your house and cook dinner.
Give us your exact address. Betty, give us all of your details.
Speaking about
right
your
now.
address and getting your information. So, I was part of the Equifax breach. I'm also part of the AT&T breach. I mean, why are we doing all this? Why do you tell us to protect our identity if the companies that supposed to protect our identity is not protecting our identity?
I know.
I mean, I'm doing everything I can to protect my identity only to find out somebody else got breached and it's gone. So now, I got a check in the mail. Wasn't a check in the mail. I got an email from Equifax saying that I was part of the breach, and they settled it, and here's your $7.25. So my protecting all that work I do to protect it, it's only worth $7.25, while the lawyers are walking around with fat checks.
Fat checks.
She's on the peninsula.
Okay, yeah. Well, we all got
So
good in the rain at the same time.
So then I get another one, and see, what people don't realize is that, I want to get into, everybody think, it's going to be a $100 billion settlement. But then you got 100 billion people that filed for it, so everybody gets $1. The lawyers get a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
But not the people who actually were affected.
Yeah.
So AT&T.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Here's 2 cents.
Yes, 2 cents. So AT&T, I got breached by them, and I looked at the breach, and it was for my old address, so I don't really care.
So when you had AT&T Uverse?
Uverse, yeah. So again, breached. T-Mobile breached. There was another one recently came up that was breached, and they said, we breached it. We're going to give, and my understanding was that everybody was supposed to get $225 from the Equifax one, but some other they only came out to $7.
So what happened?
We'll never know. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
I didn't know. Look at the number we've hit. Wow.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Maybe it's because you added the TikTok.
Maybe. But we thank you.
The TikTok.
The TikTok. The tickety talk. The wickety talk. Flickety flickety. Why do you think prosecutors are so soft on non-person? Wait, read that to me out loud.
Why do you think prosecutors are so soft on on-person crimes such as shoplifting, property damage, drug possession, etc., and only focusing on imprisoning people with interpersonal crimes?
Can you explain that to me, interpersonal?
Can I explain it to you? It sounds like he's asking, why do you think they're soft on the crimes that are like not person to person? So like shoplifting, property damage, drug possession, but they're focused on imprisoning people with interpersonal crimes, like crimes that involve person to person. Like I don't necessarily know if they're soft. He's probably asking you.
I don't, you know what, so we didn't know how soft people were in crime until we came back from Arizona.
Look, that's what I was saying. I think it really depends on the location.
Yeah, because when we were in Arizona, they don't play around with crime in Arizona. Phoenix Police, Tempe Police, Surprise, Goodyear, they're pretty hardcore on crime. We moved back to the Bay Area, and it was just like, do what you want, whenever you want to, and then we can do about it. We don't have enough this, we don't have enough that.
Yeah, because I think California had this whole mindset that like possessions, like those are things, versus like people hurting people is more serious than people like taking things. Like their property isn't as important as a life.
So what I've learned is when we came back here, one of the things that resonated with me, which I thought wasn't great, I didn't like it, was that people were saying that, so there's several kind of people that out here right now. Some think that if you're stealing because you have to feed yourself or your family, then that's perfectly legal if you can steal to feed your family. I'm on the fence on that one. I get it, you got to feed your family, but then the other ones who are stealing, saying that, the corporation is stealing from us, so I should steal from them. I don't agree with that either. I think two rights don't make a wrong, and two wrongs, and two rights don't make a wrong.
Two wrongs don't make a right, you mean, right? Two wrongs don't make a
right?
right?
No, I'm saying that two rights don't make a wrong.
Oh.
And I'm also saying that two wrongs don't make a right.
Okay.
It's a point I'm trying to make is that you can't assume that just because... How do I say this so it makes sense? You can't steal from other people because you think they steal from you.
Like, it's not okay.
It's never okay.
But I also think that, like...
But it's also... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's also not okay that the corporations are stealing from people as well. And they do get caught. But they get caught after the damage has been, like, done forever.
And after they've done it to maybe a lot of people.
Right, but they always say... People are saying, well, it's not fair because, you know, they have insurance, so if we steal from them, insurance will cover it. Okay, one person steals, insurance may cover it. But when you got a whole generation of people just stealing, when you got a whole generation of people just stealing and just thinking it's okay, coming in with trash bags to fill up trash bags full of food,
or having calculators to
calculate.
Up.
And remember, people got mad at me because I said they were using calculators to figure out how to blend.
That's another thing. Why are people getting mad at you? Get mad at the people that are actually doing it.
Doing the stealing, right?
That makes no sense. People make no sense sometimes.
Yeah. Betty, a salt shaker doesn't fix it. People are wicked.
Singapore police are wicked.
Oh yeah,
tough on
I heard
crime.
in Singapore, if you spit,
that's what I heard too.
Yeah, you can't even spit.
Yeah.
I'm like, but was it spit, please? Oh, come here, you just spit. I'm gonna beat you. What did you buy for Christmas? I never reveal what I bought because people who I may bought something for may be listening, and I don't want them to know what they got. I'm a typical, I want to surprise you kind of a person for the holidays. I don't want to tell you what you want and I go buy it for you because that's just like, I mean, I could do that Thanksgiving or Easter or any day of the year. You tell me what you want, I go buy it. But I like the whole surprise. Surprise! And, what? You think of
the way you said surprise reminded me of a song.
Yeah, I know.
And I wasn't going to say what it was. Wait.
NWA.
No, I was thinking of another song. Oh. What song were you thinking of? Well, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, okay. It's a song that uses the N-word.
Okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, I was thinking of another song.
So, I'm an old-fashioned. I'm old school. Now, I have to be fair with you. I have to be fair. I started off when I grew up, I was a Methodist. And then my mom converted to become a Jehovah's Witness. And Jehovah's Witnesses, I was up until I left home at 19. And then I've kind of like not really did the whole religion thing, but I still have faith. I just don't do it because I have my own reasons for not being total religion because it's just my opinion. I don't want to get too deep into religion because then it gets kind of. But I will say this: that I looked at all the different religions. I looked at Catholicism. I looked at Jehovah's Witnesses. I looked at Korean Seventh-day Adventists. I looked at Jewish religion. I looked at all different religions, and everybody believes that their religion is the number one religion. That theirs is the only religion, the true religion. And they all have their own ideologies, whether you agree or disagree. And it's just that they fight over, and to the point where some religions will fight and kill each other, even though the Bible says do not kill, we will kill each other out of the sake of religion. I also have a problem with the fact that the Catholic priests prayed over slave ships when they were bringing slaves to America. They were being prayed in the Spanish, and also the thing that gets me is like even like the drug lords in other countries are like starch Catholics, but yet then they'll order the deaths of people because they don't fit their ideology. So I can't really find myself being deep into a religion when there's so much conflict. People have died over religion, and people will fight you over religion, and people will tell you that this is the only true religion. I'm not here to make that decision. I'm here to just live my life, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But at least I live by my own standards. Slight correction: Jews do not believe that. We believe that the Jewish religion is the religion of the Jewish people, not everyone, and we do not. What's that word he wrote here?
Proselytize?
People who aren't Jewish. No, what I'm saying is everybody has their own religion, and every religion believes that they are the one true religion. And, maybe Jewish don't believe that. But from my findings...
Why did we start talking about religion again? I got confused. Because someone asked what you got for Christmas.
I don't know how we got to it, but it was just that I don't I was talking about how I grew up.
Oh, I think the point.
And what I was trying to make was,
you
before
didn't
we
always
get too deep,
celebrate it,
I didn't always
right?
celebrate holidays.
Okay.
That's the point I was trying to make. And the reason why is because obvious different reasons. And I'm not here to give a whole discussion about who's right and who's wrong and what they do and what you do. And I don't want to be considered anti-Semitic or anything else. I just want to say how my feelings are towards any group, any religious group. I just look at them all as different entities, and I don't get super involved with because of just me looking at everything as a whole. And that's just me. If you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, that's my whole point. There's no reason to be offensive about it. That's just me. And that's not going to change. I'm going to be the same always. Because you are a
woman?
Catholic.
Oh, yeah.
You're Catholic.
I'm Catholic,
right,
yes.
Right.
I was like, I'm a woman?
No, you know what I'm saying. So,
yes, I'm Catholic.
And I don't disparage your beliefs. I just know that that's what you do, and I'm just not the same. So that's just how I look at it. But back to the holidays. So I never really celebrated holidays. But then when we got together, we got a tree, we got gifts. But I like to go back to the original thing of giving you a gift that you don't know what you got you. So I like to surprise somebody instead of going to a store and going, "What do you want?" Well, you should get me this. I want you to buy me a pair of shoes, or here's my list for Christmas. Because it doesn't really, in my opinion, Christmas isn't supposed to be about gifts. It's supposed to be about family and love and everything else that comes along with it. And even we know that Jesus wasn't born in Christmas. Because there's no way on earth that they were out in a manger in the middle of winter. It had to be either spring or
now
fall.
I feel like you're getting really deep. Like,
I'm just saying.
I mean, because this could be a cause for, like, major discussion if you want it to
I
be.
know, but I'm not going to. I'm sorry. They weren't slaves until they were kidnapped and brought to America. Yes, you're right, but they prayed over the slave ships that went to go pick them up to bring them to America. And that's my point.
Singapore and HK, the fines are for spitting is close to $1,000 USD. Dang.
Damn, $1,000 for spitting?
Wow. That's like here in California. That's the $1,000 for littering.
Can you imagine if they fined you? If California they fined you $1,000 for spitting?
Well, they fine us $1,000 for littering.
Yeah, but you have to get caught.
That's true. We have to get caught spitting too. Oh. What do you think? They just go and look at the spit on the sidewalk already and then analyze the...
No, if you're walking down the street and you go...
Yeah, you get caught doing it.
Yeah, but the chance of... How many times have you been behind somebody in a car and see them throw their bag of McDonald's out the window?
I saw someone throw a cup out the window the other day.
Yeah.
But I just saw someone spit onto the San Francisco street today, and it was gross.
Yeah, I did a whole piece about spitting.
And then I hate it when people do this. Look.
Good morning, Stefan from Switzerland. No, go ahead. You hear people do what?
I hate when people go like this.
Oh, so I was going to tell you that story. So I had a People Behaving Badly series segment I did, on spitting in public. And I really thought, how hard is that going to be to find people spitting? I was surprised that it was so easy.
Did you go to San Francisco?
I went to Chinatown.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, and it was like, and what you said there, there was a guy who went like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and I'm like,
so disgusting.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you went to San Francisco, it's easy to find people in San Francisco doing that. It doesn't matter what part. You can see it everywhere in San Francisco. It's kind of weird.
He said referee handkerchief. Hey, do you throw out a red flag when somebody spits? You see him spit, you go like this. And he said, I want to see an instant replay.
Oh, no thank you.
Snot rockets.
Stefan, good morning. I know Stanley said good morning earlier, but I want to say good morning too. Yeah, snot rockets.
I love how he wrote I'm feeling neutral.
That's
so
gross.
Neutral about Switzerland. Because, Switzerland is considered a neutral country.
Yeah.
They don't pick sides. Although they are thinking about becoming part of NATO.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is unusual. They usually don't get involved. But you know who lived in there?
Who lived in Switzerland?
Mm-hmm.
Who lives in
you
Switzerland?
might. That's saying.
Oh, Tina Turner.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace.
You know what, babe? I didn't even hear what you were saying. I just knew you were talking about Tina Turner. Because by the time you started singing it, it was inaudible. What?
Are we playing football now with unaudibles?
No, it was inaudible.
Did you know that everyone spells one word incorrectly?
What one word?
I don't know.
Do you know that everyone spells one word?
I bet you there's no fines if you get fined $1,000 for spitting. I wouldn't spit. I'd hold that thing. I'd swallow.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna swallow my own spit.
Have you ever got
spit into a paper?
Have you ever got hit with a loogie from some spit out their window when they're driving by?
No. Have you?
No, it hit my car.
Oh.
He wasn't spitting at me, but he went, and then you see it. Like,
that's so disgusting.
Yeah.
Switzerland doesn't have a capital city.
Yeah.
I didn't really know that. I guess that's not something I ever thought about. I remember I went to Switzerland. I went to Switzerland when I stayed abroad in Barcelona, and I traveled to nearby countries. Went to Bern, Switzerland. Bern.
Bern, B-U-R-N?
Bern.
Did you burn anything there? Did you burn your food in Bern, Switzerland?
No.
Did you?
Not funny.
Not just the Bay Area. Zurich is a nice city. I've never been to any of those places. I have to admit, I've only been to 2 out of the country states.
Say that sentence again, and please reword it. Because that made no sense. Say it again. It made no sense. Did you hear what you said?
Yeah, it came out backwards.
Okay.
I've only been to 2...
no, still not saying
I've
it right.
only been to 2 countries outside the U.S.
Yeah. Nowhere should the word state have been in that sentence.
I've only been to Canada
and Mexico.
And Mexico.
He's only been to the neighboring countries of the U.S.
You know,
we're going to get you out. We're going to get you out.
Okay, so I grew up poor.
You come with me to the Philippines, though, right?
I grew up poor, and travel wasn't in our thing.
Beeb, you know what you sound like right now?
What? Your mom?
I didn't really need you to say that out loud.
Why'd you bring it up then?
I didn't need you to say that out loud.
No, I'm saying that I grew up poor, so I never really traveled outside of... the first time I ever traveled to those places when I moved to California.
Yeah, because they were close by, yeah.
Right. Is Swiss cheese religious? I like Swiss cheese. Is it really from Swiss, though?
I like Swiss cheese, too. Where do you see that?
Vil Van Ram.
Oh, now I see it.
Oh, by the way.
Why do males spit in public? Do I even want to know the reason, though? Yeah, because I never see women do that. It's always men. And I don't mean to sound sexist, but it's true because the person I saw today was a man. The person I saw do this was a man. Like, it's always a man that I see. Not to say women don't do it. I just never see the women do it. It's so true. I don't know. Diane, do you know who you sound like?
For what?
Disregard.
I like when Stefan goes, the capital of Switzerland is Bern.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, because Bern is where I visited.
There has to be a capital because that's where everything gets done at.
Really?
Yeah, the county seat. The federal...
Why did I decide to do that right now? I'm worried about Switzerland's flag is a big red cross. Okay, the doctor's now just doctor's now just joking.
No, he does that a lot. He just write random stuff, and he hopes you get his tongue-in-cheek comic.
Betty, in China, everyone spits. That was a rough 10 years of my life.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, oh my gosh, Chris. Wait, so women spit too? Yeah, I only see men do it here. But again, I'm not going to say that women don't do it because I'm sure they do. I just don't see it.
Feel the burn.
Okay, now that's a whole different thing.
No, that's what Betty Veronica wrote.
No, but feel the burn is a whole different thing.
We know. It's for working out. But she used a B-E-R-N.
Feel the burn was for Bernie Sanders.
No, feel the burn was when you run, and you feel the burn in your muscles.
But she's spelling it B-E-R-N, which means Bernie Sanders. Am I wrong? That's what I thought it was.
Is Twitch coming up at all?
Happy holidays!
I see your comments,
and early
Gabriel.
Christmas, Stanley and Diane. Thank you, Arcade Revolution. What happened to the Twitch comments? Yeah, no, Twitch is here, Gabriel.
Yep, I was delayed.
Same here, Diane. Yeah, see, there's no women. I don't see women.
Well, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure they do too. I just haven't seen it.
But just men are disgusting by nature in some cases. I saw a video of a guy.
I'm correct again. See, she meant feel the burn, as in Bernie Sanders.
Whatever. I saw a guy delivering food. I would say DoorDash, but I don't want to give DoorDash a bad name. But he was a food delivery person, and he comes up to the guy's house, and I don't know how. Oh yeah, they had the door camera. Mm-hmm. So the guy is like waiting for them to come, and he starts to scratch. He reaches down inside of his pants and from the back and is scratching his right inside the crack, just scratching it while he's about to serve somebody some food. I'm like, nope. I go pick it up myself. People are disgusting. Can you imagine somebody give you food?
That they showed that in the camera.
It was on the Zoom camera. The guy was standing there like he reaches in. He's like, and then he.
Oh my God! Stop!
Wait,
stop!
wait,
stop!
he
Stop!
goes,
Stop! Stop! Stop!
I'm like, is he gonna smell it? Because if he smells it, I'm dead.
Oh my God! I can't. Stop! 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 Stop!
Woo!
Stefan's like, the doctor, you're wrong. It's a red flag with a white cross.
Wait a minute. Threw Stanley a Stanley joke and it went right over his head. Did I miss it?
Was it the joke about the Swiss cheese of religion?
Oh, maybe. I guess it did go right over my head. What's the matter?
It's raining.
Was it the crack of dawn? The crack of dawn? I'm done.
Oh my
gosh. I'm done.
Oh my goodness
done.
gracious.
I am completely done. Anyway, if you're here joining us for the first time, this is Millennial Boom. And I'm Millennial. I'm the Boomer. I'm the Millennial. She's the Boomer. And the reason why is because I'm more technologically savvy, but not as technically savvy as my assistant, Mike. He's super tech. She's not as savvy, but let's just say she's eye candy.
I'm eye candy?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means you're beautiful.
But what is that in relation to being a boomer?
No, on the video. You think if I sat here for an hour, we'd have 445 people pass through?
Yeah, of course it would. You're Stanley Roberts. Dang, it's coming down out there. You're Studley Roberts.
It's the end of the world, Rain. You hear that?
It's really loud. That's why I keep turning around. Sorry, guys. I didn't think it was going to be raining this much tonight. Cheese is holy.
Oh, got you. I missed it. Sorry. I'm having a problem. Oh, so, Gabriel, you asked a question earlier and I didn't answer you. Oh, look, it changed back to square. So it was round. And
that's weird. How did you change it back?
I didn't change it. It's doing it itself.
Oh, interesting.
And there was a link just now, but it went away. So, I'm still waiting for it to... I got you a thing. I got... Chris, the doctor said I'm still waiting for Stan to tell me what he got me for Christmas. And I said, I got you last year, but in a smaller box.
What'd you get me for Christmas?
Where were we? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm sorry, do I know you?
It's not rainy in Arizona. It's rainy here.
Yeah, it's raining here.
So the question Gabriel asked earlier was, what the round, was how it was like round?
Oh, yeah. It was round.
It was round.
I don't know how it changed, though.
So they're doing some changes to the system. They never tell us they change them. They just change them. And that was one of the cases where they changed it and made it circular. Yeah, he said he's cheeky. And that's the doctor. Mm-hmm. So cheeky is funny. Mm-hmm. So in tongue-in-cheek. I have to understand the vernacular from the UK because I don't always get it right. But yeah, cheeky means funny. Yeah. Are you cheeky? Okay. I forgot, because apparently I remember these things from episodes 4 years ago.
But not an hour ago.
Yeah, so you asked me why was the oval thing new, and it was new, but it wasn't our idea, so it's...
Yeah, it just went on like that.
Yeah.
And I don't even know when it changed, though.
Stanley's jokes are always good. I try to be... You know what? My jokes are naturally derived jokes. They come from the flow. Y'all in for tonight?
Hell no. Wait, you know what, though? Like, I honestly think you guys would get a kick out of our, like, everyday life. Not that we're going to vlog or anything.
That's a good question.
What?
Quick fact. No one knows who named the planet Earth. Well, I mean, I want to know how we name a lot of things. Like, who came up with the name fart?
Oh my gosh. Goodbye.
Did like a caveman go, oh, fart?
Betty says he got Diane a jar of aioli sauce.
And Gallifrey. Is that a city in the UK?
I have no idea. Gallifrey?
Yeah. Gallifrey.
No idea. The home planet of the Time Lords in the Doctor Who universe.
There we go. I'm not a really Doctor Whoer. We had this conversation before.
I'm not a Doctor Whoer.
I liked. You know what I always said though? I think imagine if we had car crashes like from Star Wars, from Star Trek.
I know, like how we could brace for it.
Like brace for impact.
You guys, did you just see what he did? Can you like imagine him like this, like basically like 20 hours out of the day? Yeah.
So you say only sleep for 5 hours?
There's
4 hours?
Like, there's not 25 hours.
Yeah, but you said I'm like that for 20 hours a day.
Yeah, you're like that when you sleep too.
Really?
I love you.
I like Dune. But I like one creature in Dune, but they didn't put in the new Dune, which I was disappointed. The one that folds space. I see plans inside of plans.
I don't watch Dune.
Love Dune. Good. Yeah, love that movie. Very well done. A lot of cinematography.
Have we watched anything recent? No, huh? We stopped really...
No more, but we haven't seen any more. We have not watched any more series since I started back to work. What?
What you just said.
We haven't watched any more shit since I started back to work.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't.
No, I know, but it didn't sound like you said back to work.
Started back to work.
I know. I got it now.
What do you think I said?
I know, I heard something differently.
Oh, so anybody, we need some advice. So we need some advice.
Okay.
We have a sink.
We have a zinc.
A sink with a mind of its own. Now you're going, how does a sink have a mind of its own? Well, it's very simple. So some days it's clogged up.
And some days it's not.
And some days it's not. So I literally hired a plumber to come out and unclog it. And he ran a snake through it for 75 feet. And it clogged up. It's still clogged up again. Still cost me $70. Still on his way because clearly he wanted me to, they want to take it apart for $500. I don't have that kind of money to pull everything apart. So I had him do the snake for $70. It was a special. He left.
It worked for like...
And it worked.
Yeah. It was okay for like, what, maybe a day and a half?
No, at first when he left, it was still clogged.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, well, I don't know what to do. I don't have that kind of money to spend $500 because we don't own, we're renting. But then all of a sudden it cleared up. And I ran water, and she was with me, I ran water for like 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, did you say water? You did not say water.
I ran the water for...
Never mind.
For about 5 minutes. I know it's a waste of water, but I wanted to make sure the drain was clear. So for 5 minutes, nothing happened. The water drained through. Today, no one ran water.
No one was home.
No one was home, but the sink was backed up again.
So Gabriel says if you're renting, shouldn't landlord pay?
They should, but we already had them come here before to do it. And at some point, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do it myself because here's how it works in some places. If you call your landlord too many times for too many things to get fixed, all of a sudden, it's like the insurance company. You know, they love you until you get a crash, and all of a sudden they raise your rates. So not only did you got to pay for the $400, $500 for the crash from your deductible, but they add $100 a month to your policy. So now you're paying extra when you can just spend the $70 to get it done at one time. That makes sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to everybody else, but I live here, so why not take care of where I live at? If it's something major like a new roof, clearly I'm not going to fix a new roof. If it's replacing the windows, I'm not going to replace the windows.
You think it has anything to do with the fact that it's been raining?
It could have something to do with it. I don't know. And you're right, the clog can be the roof vent not venting properly. I didn't know there was a roof vent. I just found that out the other day that there's something called a roof vent.
I didn't know there was a roof vent either.
Yeah, but the guy was telling me to get a camera and run a camera through it and see what's going on. All I know is that our sink is has a mind of its own. It'll be empty. We'll run a dishwasher, no problem. And then one day it'll just back up. And it's annoying because we use our sink a lot. Let that sink in.
You could have ended it with we use our single lot beef.
So if anybody can give me some advice on how to unclog our kitchen sink that seems to clog itself when it wants to. It's not every day. Some days it runs perfectly fine. The next day, it's like it's backed up. And we don't dump food, we don't dump oil down the drain. We have minimal coffee grounds, so we make coffee.
Put it in the compost.
And we've never had that problem anyplace else we lived.
No.
We've done everything the same, but we haven't done anything different. Can't figure it out. And if you run a snake for 75 feet, it's not the P-trap. You know what a P-trap is?
No.
That little thing underneath that keeps the smell of... See, water... So a P-trap is that little U thing, and the water sits in the P-trap. So that way the smell from the sewage doesn't come up and into the house, kitchen.
And it's called a P-trap?
Called a P-trap, yes.
Does the P stand for anything?
I don't
know. Or is it like P-E-E? I don't think
it's the letter P.
Oh, it's P-E-E?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Someone knows. Anybody with a plumber? If you know what a P-trap is, please let us know. But the guy showed up. It was a nice guy. It was sending out a special, but he goes, oh yeah, well, it's going to cost you $300. I'm like, we're not doing the bait and switch. He said, well, we told you on the phone. No, you didn't. I did everything online. I never talked to anybody. You said $70 to unclog your drain. Here's my drain. Unclog it. We're not digging up the ground. We're not bringing in the munchkins. We're not bringing in the Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas, wow.
Yeah. We just want to get and nothing else is clogged. P-trap. P-trap. T-R-A-P, yeah.
Or you bend.
University of Bend, Oregon. You bend over. I'm sorry. I'm getting off course. All right. So tomorrow I have to be up at 5 a.m.
Ooh. Well, you should be in bed by 9 then. So you can get a good 8 hours.
I never get 8 hours sleep.
You should though.
I know. I never do, but I never do.
I never do, but I never do.
I never do. Something about 4 o'clock in the morning. I wake up every day at 4.
You
for no
still
reason.
wake up every day at 4?
Don't understand it. Exactly 4. And when time changed, I figured, okay, I'll wake up at 5. Woke up at 4.
Well, we did fall back, so it would have been really 3.
3. I still wake up at 4. It's like giving, 4 o'clock. Why am I awake? All right, I'll go back to sleep. And if you wake up at 4 now, you can't do the 90 minutes of sleep time.
Because if you're waking up at 5.
Yeah.
I've done that before where you've woken me up and I was supposed to get up at 7 and I woke up at 6:20 something and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'll just be laying here.
The planet Uranus has a moon named Margaret. On that note.
I'm a boomer. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm like, why is that the last thing we have to hear? Come on, tell me something else.
Now, Parrish says tomorrow I drive to Tucson, 12:45. Oh, that's not early. What?
12:45 tonight.
He said tomorrow, though.
Yeah, tomorrow will be 12:45.
Is it like right after? Is it 45 minutes after midnight, Parrish, or is it in the afternoon?
I'm assuming it's 45 in the morning.
Please clarify.
I'm assuming it's 12:45 in the morning because 12:45 in the afternoon would be midday for me. I'd be like. Well,
if it's 12:45 in the morning, it's 00:45.
See, somebody's been using GP Chat. A specialized fitting called the P-trap creates a powerful barrier that stops sewer gas and odor from entering your house.
Uranus needs to be renamed. Renamed to Urectum.
We are degrading into 3rd grade here.
Oh gosh.
We are degrading into 3rd grade here, but I love it. It's fine. Hey, we're at 455. I'm going to wait till we get to 500 and then we'll call it. There's only 5 more up. There's only 5 more people. Look.
Beeb, you can't count. That's 45 more people.
455. Oh, you're right. I'm thinking of... I guess I'm really tired. I get delirious This
is serious. We could make you delirious.
I'm glad you caught it. And not
I
Gabriel.
know, because I was like, wait, what?
Oh, so...
It's 12:45 p.m. Technically, I start my shift at 1 p.m., see?
Well, that's not really early in the morning. That's not the crack of dawn.
Other tenants are always the problem.
Yes, Stanley, minutes do not work the same way as numbers.
You's tired, bruh. Chris says, you's tired, bruh. Yeah, he is tired. Because I was like, wait, just wait for 5 more. What are you talking about? That's 45 more.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, gosh. On that note.
Yeah, and this is when I say my normal spiel, but this time I'm going to let you say it.
You could be anywhere you... Wait, I was going to say like the credit card commercial.
I give you one job.
I was going to say like the credit card commercial. You can... Oh, man, I messed it up. Okay, wait. Hold on. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for being with us. You could be anywhere right now, but you chose to watch us, sit with us, hear us talk, laugh with us, chime in with us. I'm adding my own spiel. Can you tell?
I like that.
And we really appreciate it. So, anything else?
Somebody said we need Stanley's laugh as a ringtone.
Your laugh was hilarious. I tried to imitate your laugh, but it didn't.
What does my laugh sound like?
You were like, ha ha. No, it's not that good of an imitation. We have to play it back. You're like, ha ha. Like the way, because after I told you it's actually 45, not 5.
No, because I was like, oh my God, you're right. Oh wait, but we're at 462 now. So we could get to 500. We're getting closer.
Okay, but how many is
Remember
that?
we only had 5 people?
How many is that away, though?
Because Gabriel logged in on Twitter, Twitch.
How many is that away, though? 500 minus 462.
It's a lot. I'm not doing math. I can't remember 5 minutes away. I'm in Irvine, and next Sunday I'll be in Miami, and I'll still watch. Actually, another Brian, I don't really use alarm clocks. I have this internal clock that for some reason, very rarely will I have
You guys, he sets an alarm. Want to know why? I hear it and wake up.
Why does I set an alarm, though?
Just in case.
A backup.
Just in case.
I have an alarm, a backup for an alarm. But typically...
He wakes up before the alarm.
If I have to get up at 6, I wake up at 6:05, at 5:55. I don't know why, but I always seem to get up just before the alarm goes off.
Well, if I have to wake up at 7:10, I wake up at 6:45. Want to know why?
Because you want to wake up and harass me before I get up?
No, because I hear something.
So, what, you be farting in the morning?
No, you're snoring.
Oh. Yeah, well, you know.
I wasn't going to say it, but since you referenced me farting, I had to say it to clarify.
But you're too beautiful to fart.
And you're too... Never mind. That's going to get disgusting real quick. I have 3 alarms because I hate mornings. Yeah, so you know what's funny? One thing that I learned is that because we have sleep cycles, like different stages of sleep, if you set your alarm... Like, try to, if you want to wake up naturally, you could try to see how many sleep cycles you get through. So, like, let's say, for example, you want to wake up at, like, 8 o'clock in the morning. You can, like, use a sleep calculator based on the cycles to figure out, like, what time would be the best time to go to sleep.
A sleep calculator?
Yeah, sleep calculator. Like, it's a time...
Is that like a tip calculator?
It's like it's a calculator.
Do we skip the 20%?
Do you want me to finish?
I'm just trying to...
Do you want me to finish? I'm like, dang, you don't want to hear what I'd say, huh?
No, I do.
Then stop talking.
All I could think about was that I used to have an alarm to go to sleep.
How? No, it's your bedtime.
Yeah, you have the alarm to tell her it's time to go to sleep. I'm like, wouldn't it being tired?
Just a notice.
Wouldn't being tired means time to go to sleep?
So in order to so you don't wake up tired, you have to get a certain amount of sleep cycles. So if one of your sleep cycles is interrupted, like let's say you set your alarm at 7:30, right? But like you don't fall asleep until I don't know, like 2 o'clock. Like if you think about like the amount of your sleep cycles, if your sleep cycle was supposed to finish at like I don't know 8:30, I can't calculate it like in my head accurately, but if it was supposed to end at 8:30, but you set your alarm for 7:30, you really had another hour and a half of that cycle if it began. So it's like, anyways, that's why most of the time people wake up tired. And then if you hit snooze and then you try to fall back asleep and then you wake up for snooze, you're pretty much going to wake up more tired because you started another sleep cycle after you woke up, and then your alarm is waking you up again. If that makes any kind of sense.
So, notoriously, when I wake up, I sit up really fast. You've seen that.
I hate that because I feel it.
Can you feel it? Anyway, so when I get up, I sit right up, and sometimes I'll lay there and activate myself to being awake. But typically, what I do is I'll sit up, go in the living room, sit back down again to wake up, because I know if I sit in the bedroom, it'll just wake her up.
Or but you have to sit up so you don't fall back asleep.
I have to sit up, yeah.
It's recommended that when your alarm goes off, you should just get up right away. Stanley's interrupting her like Letterman used to interrupt his guests telling stories. Ooh.
I used to love that. I love David Letterman's show.
Diane imitating Stanley's laugh is priceless.
Is she spelled imitating right? Immute.
IMMITATING.
Is that imitating?
I think it's 2 M's. I'm like second guessing myself now.
I don't remember it being 2 M's.
Maybe it's 1. Yeah, it's 1.
Okay, so I wasn't losing it.
All right. So, anyways, I'm a boomer.
And a millennial, and we appreciate you guys being here. She already gave the spiel. I'm not going to give it again. But it's time for us to... Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. M-I-C... K-E-Y... M-I-C... K-E-Y...
Mickey? I don't know the song.
M-O-U-S-E...
Oh, M-O-U-S-E...
Mickey Mouse...
Okay, Beeb, why are you starting to sing another song? Why are you starting to sing another song? We say goodbye and we're on for like 25 minutes later because he's like starting...
That's the Mickey Mouse song.
Oh.
They should wrap that up every time they do the Mickey Mouse show.
Okay, cool.
Even Chris Maverick knew enough to write Mouse.
Cool.
Yes, Mickey Mouse. They used to be the Mickey Mouse Club.
Okay.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up. We're at 4:69.
Are you out of your mind?
That's probably going forever because you be coming up with stuff. And that was just triggering my brain to say something else.
No, we need 31 more people, Beeb. It's not going to happen. Let's go. Good night.
You have no faith, huh?
Of course I have faith. My name's Diane Faith.
All right, guys. Stanley, can you imitate the snort? No, I can't because her snort.
My snort? Definitely not.
I can't do it.
Definitely not.
I would choke if I tried to imitate her snort. I would.
I'm gonna go after we get off. I'm gonna play back your laugh.
Why? Because we love you. M-O-U-S-E. All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.
We'll see you next year.
We'll see you next. No. Well, we have one more Sunday before the end of the year.
Okay. See you next week.
See you next week.
And hopefully Santa didn't get stuck in your chimney. If he is stuck in your chimney, that ain't Santa. Call 911.
Call 911.
Yeah. Call TT.
What? Call TT?
Porsche. Audi TT.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right.
I love when Veronica sends all the laughy faces. 8 seconds later.
It's actually like 25 seconds later because YouTube is slow.
25 seconds later. Stop hitting me.
I'm not.
It's elder abuse.
Oh, you're an elder now?
No, I'm just...
Ow.
Yeah, exactly. Stop.
Okay.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.
It's Tim Allen. Okay. I don't know what that was.
Tim Allen?
Don't know.
Tim Allen from Home Improvement.
No, that's the guy that peeks over the top of the fence.
Yeah, no, that's Wilson. Wilson is the character on the Home Improvement show that peeks over the fence.
But Wilson's also the character from the soccer ball.
That's a volleyball, Beeb.
Oh.
I didn't even watch the movie, and I know it's a volleyball.
You never seen that movie?
I've never seen that. You mean Castaway? No, I've never seen that movie.
Oh, wow. You should watch it.
Ooh, with Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a volleyball, Beeb.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
Santa and Satan, same letters.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Oh, can we leave on a more positive note?
All right, now we have to say something more positive. Somebody
Okay.
say something positive. I don't want to leave with Satan and Santa in the same sentence.
I never even thought about that.
All right, I'm waiting for something.
From Santa Claus movie. Oh, Tim Allen. Oh, yeah. I actually like that movie. I think I have that movie on VHS. Or maybe DVD.
Pig-nosed Tim Allen. I'm lost now. All right, guys. I do have to get up early, so we thank you. I have to get ready for bed. Be a day. I got to get ready for bed. Be a day. If I get my sleep. Because, tomorrow we got to go and pluck them chickens.
What are you saying?
I live on the farm. We got to go pluck them chickens.
I'm a boomer.
I'm millennial. And good night.
Good night. See you next week.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta luego.
You stole it? Put it back.
Huh?
You said you stole a bagel.
I said hasta luego.
All right. Good night, everybody. She said sorry.
Oh, why? Because of Satan? It's okay. It's okay, Betty. It's alright.
All right. Bye.
Bye.